Hello all and welcome to another metal casting video. A year has passed already since my Christmas project of last year. If anyone remembers, that was this Christmas tree. This is the leftovers. No idea actually why I kept it around. And I basically cast on top of a block of wood, just like that, and cast my aluminium right in there. I will put a link in the description and at the end of the video of that project, which is quite interesting to watch because I was just getting into metal casting back then and I basically didn't know what I was doing, and the whole thing was an experiment and came out quite okay. So in that same video I showed this star. Now I've been collecting quite a bit of brass, mainly in the form of little parts from all kinds of electronics, and a lot of these I think nickel plated or maybe chrome plated power plug pins, which are all brass. This whole thing is completely full, so that should be way more than enough to fill an entire crucible. If not, I have some more little brass bits, and I also have some cutoffs left and a few ingots if I need them. Probably not. Now let me get a setup and first melt these into some pure ingots and then remelt those and try to get that star casted. Okay, got everything set up. Let's see how much we can get in there. That'll probably sink down a bit and then we can add more. $10.80 there. That's well over 100 Celsius over the melting point of brass, so should be good. And now we wait. All right, let's see what we got. Get some of the slag off of there. Going to be some bits that are a lot of ash. The moisture out of this. We don't want no explosions. A lot of moisture in there. There we go. Slightly overspilled here. Already solid. There, now completely solid. I'm not gonna quench these because I'm gonna be remelting these. So let's get the next batch going. This is all that's left now. Let's see how far I get. I got 1 N, a 3/4, maybe half an ingot. There we go. Nice. slightly more shiny. There. So 3.5 nice ingots. And then I still have this one, so 4-ish ingots. That should be way more than enough. Still have a spill, so I can add that to this. Probably gonna remelt the small ones first. Right, got everything set up. I'm going to take the crucible, get the slag off, and then pour on there. Now, this is probably going to burn a lot. Oh, I kind of didn't expect that to happen, but yeah. Let's pour some more on there. Ooh. There's gonna be a lot of cleanup on this one. And open garage door. Looks solid. Oh dang. Oh yeah, it's basically a pancake. That's gonna require a hell of a lot of cleanup. Well, you can kind of still see the star, so I can probably cut this out. Don't you just love these Christmas fails? Oh, I think it actually burned through here. Yeah. No more sparks, there's no more steel. Alright, let's cut this thing out. Well, getting there. It's more like a grinding project than a metal casting project by now, but seems to be going well. Right, so apparently my SD card was full and I was working and thinking I was filming and apparently not. So I cleared up some space and this is where I left off. I got it to a close to mirror finish. Used up until 2000 grit sandpaper, and let's now get some working on the edges and whatnot, and then some details I'm going to put on. Probably going to be using the acid etching technique again. So let's start with just analog filing. Got the 12-volt adapter in there. Got one of the alligator clips under there. And I did get some cotton swabs this time, so let's see. It should be long enough. Here I got my salt water solution. There, just dip that in. And let's see what we can etch here. As you can see, it's becoming all matte and discolored. Yeah, let's keep this going. I'm going to be etching away at this for, I don't know, about 10 minutes on each eye, and then show you the results when this is done. Let's see what has come out. Might need a little bit of cleaning up, but that looks pretty cool. There. So I'm gonna call this project done and place this on my shelves. So I colored in his eyes, used the black marker for that. I did the same thing on the Gill Skills logo. First etched them in and then painted them black, because that gives a better effect. As you can see, very, very shiny. Let's give this guy a home. Going up. Let's put him somewhere on the top shelf with all the creations. At some point I'm probably gonna clear out the shelf on top there and turn that into all the creations, and leave this shelf for more ingots, because I'm filling up quite well, as you can see. So for now, just set him here against the cola bottle. There. Nice and shiny. So yeah. Now what really happened during this project? I think I'm gonna call this a failed project, because I think I can grind away at this for hours on end and still not get anything decent out of it. I'm gonna try some lost foam casting. I'm gonna look up a nice star and then do it that way. Alright, setup done. Looks good. Let's melt some metal. This is just about all the good brass I have left. A couple of small plumbing pieces. I found a lock that I broke up in a couple of pieces. And this cut-offs from this abomination. And I'm going to be cutting this up in smaller pieces as well. These don't fit the crucible yet. So I'm going to get the angle grinder and turn these into some manageable pieces. And then melt the whole lot. Right, got everything cut into neat pieces that will fit in the crucible. I do have some other brass left, but that's kind of a mess. So let's just stick with all these already melted pieces that are kind of equal in alloy type. Apart from the lock, I'm gonna add that too. So let's turn this thing on. That'll do for now. Let's see how fast I can make this lock disappear. This is all very much molten. Oh, and it instantly solidified. It's stuck. It's because the lock is really cold. Maybe I should have preheated it. No, it's still liquid. But it is stuck though. Come on. There we go. Oop. Oh, it's already melting. Just goofing around. It's not the best. And there we go. It's kind of like making soup. And there you go. I get some of this ash and dross off. Everything is almost molten. Let's preheat the mold and get a bit of this styrofoam away so that there's not that much styrofoam to eat for the brass. There we go. There, nice and toasty. Let's see about the metal. All right, here we go. Son of a bitch. Oh, wow. How the hell? Whew. Well, that's an interesting fail. Let me clean all this lot up. Hope the pour went well. I freaking heated up the thing. Son of a bitch! Well, that was the biggest explosion I've seen so far. This has been a failed project from the very beginning, actually. So now there's some brass fused to my mini metal foundry, and some stuff went splatter all over the garage door. No idea where all the pieces went. Some gold plating now here, brass plating. Sheesh. All kinds of bits everywhere. It's a miracle I didn't get any on in my face. I did feel a couple fall on my head, but that's after they hit the ceiling, I think. Even the ceiling here has a couple. Amazing. Well, hope the cast is okay. And there is a half an ingot. Wonder how that happened. I did burn away at that thing a bit more off camera even. But whatever. Well, let's quickly get this thing out of the sand, because I think the brass might be touching the wood in some spots. And we don't want more fire. Not bad. That actually looks good. So yeah, not a bad result. This will probably polish up a lot nicer than the other thing. Right, total damage. I got a couple of burn marks on my leather apron, but that's what the thing is for. There were bits of brass everywhere. I picked up most of what I could find. This is the big spill that went under there, and it actually spilled a bit further, so this is now a piece of modern art, I guess. This still good for remelting. Was a little blob as well. The cast came out okay. So at least that didn't fail. So that's good. And then I noticed that the inside of my glove, the inside, not the outside, that the inside had some burn marks. And because I was doing it right-handed, some of the spatters got in there. And then I noticed, let me see if I can show you. There, I noticed some on my vest as well. Too bad, I really like this thing. And on my jacket. But my jacket is really old, so that's due to be replaced maybe somewhere next year. But other than that, I'm fine. I felt a tiny little burn spot on my head, so I think I might have a small bald spot now. That probably doesn't stand that much with all the other bald spots. But thankfully I'm okay. It was a miracle. So yeah, for a Christmas project this is kind of late. Turned into a somewhat gaming related thing. I had fun making this, but it also scared the bejeebies out of me. I'm going to be a lot more careful when pouring into the cast iron molds, and I'm going to be preheating them a lot better. And I'm going to get me some better safety gear, because yeah, I now have holes in my vest here. This will now be my work vest. So be safe when metal casting, always preheat your molds. And best wishes to all for 2020, and I'll see you on the next project. Guess it's time to get rid of these. They serve their purpose, kind of. Bye, Felicia. We don't want no explosions.